It is unknown exactly who envisioned the prophecy of Anakin, but whoever or whatever it was, they were right. Now, many think Anakin was to bring balance to the Force by killing all the Sith in the galaxy. This is the view of the Jedi, and this is absolutely one-sided. The Sith also believed in this prophecy, however it was unmentioned because we don't get to see the side of the Sith as much as we do the Jedi. Once Qui-Gon Jinn found Anakin on Tatooine and examined his levels, he realized they were higher than Master Yoda's. This was unheard of. He learned that the surrogate had no father, and that Anakin was simply born from life forms manifesting themselves in her womb. Immediately, putting two and two together, Qui-Gon took little Anakin back to the Jedi Temple to move the Council to train the boy in the Jedi arts, pledging for them to see that he will bring balance to the Force. Let's observe something: the meaning of the word balance in relation to the Star Wars universe. To the Jedi, they spoke of balance of ridding the galaxy of the evil plague that the Sith injected. However, that is not balance at all. That's exactly the mirror image of what the Sith wanted. Balance means the scale doesn't tip to either direction, a complete 50-50 balance, and if the Jedi were the only power in the galaxy, then the scale was tipped to one side. This is where Anakin comes in, who truly fulfilled his prophecy the entire time. It was the will of the Force that the entire Jedi be wiped out of existence to the last Padawan. Their crime was swearing allegiance to the Galactic Senate, placing the will of the people over the will of the Force, even when the will of the people was corrupted by the politics of fear, defining good as the common good and not the will of the Force, which was no different than the Sith, only that the Sith swore allegiance to more corrupt power. The Jedi Order used the Force against its will. They swore allegiance to the will of the people, to democracy, and not to the Force itself. They were using the Force for what they thought was their own gain, or the betterment of the galaxy. Eventually, the will of the people, manipulated by fear, became identical to the will of the Sith, so the Force spawned its chosen one, to wipe them all out on both sides and restore balance to the Force. In my opinion, only Qui-Gon Jinn followed the will of the Force like religion. He let the Force guide his actions, like a car lets the driver guide its movement. All the other Jedi were sworn to use the Force according to the will of the people, even the Padawans. So the Force spawned the Chosen One, who did not stop until he had destroyed both Jedi and Sith. Every Force user in the galaxy was wiped out and exterminated out of existence by Vader, including the younglings. In the end, Luke Skywalker, to the viewer's knowledge, is the only Force user left alive, and he has been taught to let go of his conscious self and to let the Force guide his actions. He was merely the catalyst to bring his father, Darth Vader, back to the original path of balancing the scale, killing Palpatine and restoring order until the rise of Snoke.